Hi, I'm Sam here at Rick Jones Pianos with a Kawai Studio upright that was built in Hamamatsu, Japan in 2002. It's a model K-18, and as I recall, it's the smallest member of the K series of Kawai uprights that they've been making since, I want to say, 1999, 98, 99, somewhere in there. I mentioned it's a studio upright. It is very nearly the height of this Baldwin Hamilton that happens to be out of frame, but next to the piano at this time, and that's a 45-inch tall studio upright. So we'll call this 44 and a half or so inches. The smallest of what we would consider the studio upright size. It has this quite attractive mahogany polished finish. With one thing I like about some of these newer Kawais, the grain on the front panel here is vertically oriented instead of horizontal. Most of the pianos we get in here have it oriented horizontally. That was more the tradition on older American upright pianos, and so this is just a nice contrast. It's a nice visual change that I like to see in the furniture of a piano, which I otherwise don't notice as much. But yeah, very attractive piano. It does have with it included this duet bench, which opens up to store sheet music. I believe this is a new bench, and it's not the exact original bench, but the finish on the bench matches the piano very closely, and there's a nice tufted pad for it. And it also has a little pedal practice mute, which you can press down, move over to the left, and it allows a strip of felt to be inserted between the hammers and the strings, so you can play very quietly at night or at any time of day if you have an apartment or row house. So I mentioned it's a studio upright piano, about the same size as many other institutional style studio uprights, including Kawai's own model UST-8, the Baldwin Hamilton next to this piano. But it doesn't have quite the institutional style. This is more of a contemporary furniture with nice straight lines, sort of the traditional music desk here, not a more clunky looking shelf that the school studios have. A nice feature on the fall board here, the key cover here, which allows this little piece of wood to fold down when you want to put sheet music on your music desk here. A lot of upright pianos just have, that's a fixed piece of wood, all one integral, and this wood sticks out and causes your sheet music to flop around a bit irritatingly. So it's a nice, thoughtful touch that Kawai included on some of these more compact upright pianos to have that fold down and allow your music to sit very nicely. But yeah, otherwise a very plain, nice square case, very elegant in its simplicity, and I would say a wonderful addition to any contemporary home with more contemporary furniture with the gloss finish with it too. So, and I mentioned it's a Kawai upright. It has, I thought, a remarkably warm and gentle, mellow sound. Kawais are known for having more of a rounded sound compared to their competitor Yamaha in Japan, also in the same city, Hamamatsu. And that is what endears Kawai pianos to, especially classical pianists who figure that sound is a better choice for the type of music that they play. Likewise, piano teachers often recommend these pianos to students who are learning classical repertoire. The good thing about, in my opinion, Kawai uprights is that they always have a remarkably strong bass for the size that they are. This piano sounds like it's bigger than it looks. It's a really powerful sound that this little studio has, and it is, in my opinion, exactly what I would expect from a Kawai vertical piano. They, in my opinion, have always, for decades, had a very strong sounding bass, or at least a very deep sound. It may be more of a mellow piano, and if you play it softly, you get that darker sound. But very impressive, and exactly what I would expect from Kawai, and one of the things that makes me recommend Kawai pianos to customers that come into our showroom. I will rate the tone a 4 on a scale from 1 to 10, from mellow to bright. Overall, I think it goes more toward the mellow side, and playing it very softly really bring out that warm, mellow sound. It's still clear though, and Kawai pianos, by virtue of their design, when you play them more loudly, that more clarity and crispness will come out, allowing your music to sound crisp and clear when you need it to. Anyway, 4 for the tone. 5, I think, should be the rating for the touch. Kawais they're known for a harder touch, more resistance in the keys, but this one doesn't strike me as being quite so hard. It's not easy either, for sure. It's just in the middle, so it feels evened across the keyboard, and it's not too easy nor too hard for a pianist. Just an average amount of resistance in the keys, and so it's something I would readily recommend to especially a young new student who is maybe transitioning away from a digital piano, which might have a very easy feel, or just an unrealistic feel. Teachers want their students eventually on acoustic pianos with the proper action. But it's not so hard that it will tire them out when they're still young, so a nice neutral ground this piano has for the touch at a 5. And of course, like everything else we sell, it has a 10-year warranty, all parts and labor, and 100% lifetime trade-up guarantee. Just make sure you have it tuned twice a year and kept in out of extremes of humidity. Moderate, stable humidity is important for keeping any piano in good condition in the long term. So please stop by, try this piano for yourself. You're welcome to play this or anything else in our inventory. But if you can't make it, you can always give us a phone call or send us an email if you have any questions.